Hi, thank you for having us again today. Some days back, we introduced us to the new book that we'll be reviewing, and it's the book titled The Secret of the Secret Place by Bob Sorge. Today, we want to look at one of the chapters, and it's quite a huge book that might take us some time before we conclude on it. But uh, a step at a time, slow and steady, we will get there. So, the secret place, the secret place, which is the chapter one that we want to look at today. This introduces us to to the secret of the secret place, and it defines it as a space where we connect intimately with God. And it also emphasizes, this chapter emphasizes the value of personal and private encounter with God as foundational to spiritual growth. So for anyone who want to experience spiritual growth, it is expedient that we have this personal and private encounter. And it's how can we have it? It's by being intentional and by having our own secret place where we can, draw secret from the throne of grace, and that will help us in the journey of life. And there are practical applications of this secret place. It's one of which is establishing a routine. This tells us about the importance of consistency when it comes to having your own secret place. Consistency in the sense that you have a particular time, you have your quiet time, your morning devotion, your family quiet time. So you if you are going into your secret place on a daily basis and you have set the time at 5:30 a.m., then it is imperative of you to stick to this 5:30 a.m. And the reason is that God honors a man who has integrity. And once he sees that, oh, you already told me that we are having meeting every day at 5:30 a.m. and you are consistent with it, then God honors such a man, because by that 5:30 a.m., God is waiting for you in your secret place so that you can have that intimate connection with him. But if you are inconsistent, today you get the 5:30, tomorrow 6 a.m., another day it's another time, God sees such a person as someone who is not accountable, who has no integrity, who is not consistent. And such a person might not, achieve the desired result. So, the practical way of ensuring that you harness the secret of the secret place is by establishing what? A routine. Establish a routine. Another one is that you create a sacred space. Have a physical space, irrespective of, the space that you have in your home. Not everybody have access to, say, personal room, personal study room. No, not everybody has access to it. But in that your little corner, it might even be on your bed. uh that's where you create your own sacred space. It may not be more than a 2 feet kind of thing, a 3 feet, 4 feet, as much as you are allowed at every point in time. You just create that small sacred space where you can meet with God. And by the time the people around you see the consistency in you meeting and connecting with God in that space, they know that it is your routine. And at that time, nobody will disturb you. That is if you don't have your own private area where you can, bring out, create as your own sacred space. So, but for people who can, have the space in their own home, your own study room, you have a special space where you do, ensure that you just create a sacred space where you meet with God, not just anywhere, not just anywhere. And it's also a sign of respect that, oh God, I'm getting ready for you and I'm meeting with you at this space. You don't meet with God just anywhere. Just like you will not meet with a dignitary just anywhere. Like just anywhere. Even though God is everywhere, but He wants to have this intimate connection with you. And when you create that space, if you look through the scriptures too, you see people who worked with God creating that sacred space. Jesus, when he must have healed and deliver and preach to people, he retires. He will retire and find the secret place where he connects with God. And what's the essence of having this secret place? Is so that we can draw some wisdoms, inspiration from God. And we can draw some secret that is not open to the populace, to the general world, that God can give you your own rema, your own personal word that you can run with. And if you have not experienced it, experienced something like this, I will say you should try as much as possible to put it into use, because it has a lot of benefit. It has a lot of benefit. You shut out every noise around, going on around and within, because sometimes you may even be in a quiet space, but then you are seeing a noisy space because your mind is still very busy with a lot of thought and thinking. So but then if you're in your secret place and you are with God, connecting intimately with Him, having your personal and private encounter with Him, try as much as possible to do away with the noises within and without, so that you can hear Him very well, and you can get instructions that you pen down and you can run with it. God in the secret place gives you, secret things, gives you some, some things that are personal, some rema, some wisdom that will help you. It might even be, instructions, directions on how you can run your life, and you can run it successfully. So we're ensuring us today we'll be stopping here, not to take much of our time. But then we've talked about the secret place, and this has introduced us into the book, and it's introduced us into it. It is seen as a space where we have intimate connection with God. Then it emphasizes the value of personal and private encounter, which serves as foundation to spiritual growth. So if you desire spiritual growth, then you need to create this sacred space that can help you, build on your spirituality, and your work with God will keep growing and growing. Thank you so much for today. Before we meet again, I hope that somebody out there who is listening to us, or listening to this review, would have established a routine of meeting God in their secret place, and you have also create your own sacred space, your own secret place where you meet with God, prior to when we'll be meeting again. And we'll be coming again with other practical applications of this secret place. This book is very practical. It's something that you have to do to get results. Thank you so, so much. And we want to wish you a splendid week. And until next time, God bless you.